Hey future developers, welcome to the next Mind. This is Kalaiselvi, a corporate trainer and a freelance developer. Today we are going to cover the top 25 core Java interview questions plus a bonus question that every placement aspirant must know. Stick with me till end. There is a little secret bonus that give you a edge in an interview. Let's dive straight into the Java basics first. Alright. We are starting with the fundamentals, Java basics. These are the questions almost every interviewer asks first. Let's make them simple and memorable. What is Java? A Java is a object-oriented, platform-independent language. That means you can write it once, run it anywhere. Thanks to the JVM. It used in enterprise apps, Androids, web development, you name it. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife of programming languages. Next, let's understand what makes this magic possible. JVM. JVM. A JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. It executes the Java bytes, manages the memory, and ensures that your Java code runs everywhere. Without JVM, Java would not be a platform independent hero. It is. Now that we know JVM, let's see how JDK, JRE, and JVM relate to each other. Think of JDK as a developer toolkit, JRE as a runtime environment, and JVM as a engine running your bytecode. Quick memory, just make a quick memory check. JDK develop, JRE run, JVM execute. Okay. Next, why Java is a platform independent? This is one's fact. Java code is compiled into the bytecode. This bytecode runs on the JVM, which is available on Windows, Linux, Mac OS. That's the magic behind run write once, run anywhere. Vora. Next, let's talk about the Java superpowers. That is what its features. Java is a object-oriented, secure, robust, multi-threaded, and a platform independent. These features make it the top choice of the big projects and enterprise applications. Now, let's level up to the hoops concepts. Hoops concepts are the gold mine for interviews. Let's tackle them in the way that's easy to remember. First, OOPS. OOPS is all about modeling the real world entities in the code. A classes and object help us write reusable, maintainable program. Java is fully OOPS based, so matters these pillars. And speaking of the pillars, let's see the four pillars, the four key ones. Encapsulation, keeping the data safe inside the class. Abstraction, hiding the complex details. Inheritance, a child gets parent traits. And the polymorphism, one method, many forms. These four are a backbone of Java interviews. Next, method overloading is about a method overloading is about multiple methods with the same name but different parameters. Example, add int a comma int b and add double a comma double b. Victor, a return type alone won't help differentiate the method overloading. Okay, make a tip of that. And method overriding. Overriding happens when the child class gives its own version of the parent method. Runtime decides which version to call. Simple, like let's make a simple. Overloading is a compile time polymorphism, whereas overriding is a runtime polymorphism. Next, constructor. A constructor is used to initialize the objects automatically when you create them with a new keyword. If you don't provide one, Java gives the default constructor. nest, nest up, memory, and string concepts. These questions are tricky but high scoring. Let's nail them. Equals, the equals checks for the reference, whereas equals compares the value, um, that is actual content. The classic interview trap, don't confuse them. Next, string poll. String poll is a memory optimization trick. Strings in quotes get reused automatically and it saves the memory. Next, why is string immutable in Java? Strings are immutable to be secure, thread safe, and to optimize memory. If you need mutable string, use string builder or string buffer. Next, difference between stack and heap. A stack is a local stuff, heap is for objects. Remember, a new objects go in heap, references are in the stack. Next, a s- next we'll go into the collections. Collections are extremely common in the interviews. Let's explore them smartly now. What is collection framework? A collections save time. A list, set, map, they are all part of Java collections framework and it is part of the Java util package. Let's see about the difference between list and set. List for duplicates and the orders, and set stands for uniqueness. Easy decision is based on the requirements. Next, see the difference between array list and linked list. Array list good for search heavy task and linked list is good for inserting and deleting deleting heavy task. Next, the major difference is hash map and hash set. Is what hash set internally uses the hash map. Remember, a map is a key value pair and set is a unique values. Next, a comparable and comparator. What is the difference over here? A comparable is a natural sorting and it consists of compare to method, and comparable is a comparator is a custom sorting and it consists of compare methods. It's done inside a class. It is for the separate class. A lambda works great with the comparator. Next, let's dive into the exception handling part. Exception. What is exception basically? The exception disturbs the program flow. We catch them with a try catch. Simple, but interviewers loves asking them most of the exception questions. Next, one of the common exception question which is checked and unchecked exception. A checked is a compiler forces you to check the exception, whereas uncheck is runtime decides it. Anyways, always know the examples for checked and unchecked exception, which is IO, SQL, and for unchecked the null pointer, arithmetic. Just work on the examples. Next, at last of exception, there is a finally block. A finally runs no matter what, a perfect for closing files or connections. A safety net for your code. It will run whether the exception occurs, whether not the exception occurs. Next, an important feature, that is what Java 8 feature. The modern Java interviews is uh, is no interviews without Java 8 question. Okay, let's start with the lambda expression. One of my favorite thing, a lambda expression reduces the boilerplate code. For example, list dot for each, if I'm giving there is a syntax here, there will be argument and the expression. It reduces most of the boilerplate code and prints each element cleanly. And the next important concept of Java 8 feature is Stream API. A Stream API makes collections process easier and efficient. Filter, map, reduce. Think of these pipelines for the data. Just work on these example. Filter, map, and reduce. Have a idea of these things for before you are going for the interview. And the last question of our journey of our Java preparation, which is optional class. Optional class avoids the nulls. The optional is basically a container that avoids the null. For example, if I'm giving optional dot, um, if I'm printing the optional, if it prints the element which is only null, that is what optional. And as I promised, there is one bonus question for you all, which is asked in most of the interviews, and most of the interviewers love asking this question, that is serializable. What is serializable? A serializable is saving object as bytes for file or a network. Interviewers often ask, what about transition variable? And they don't get serializable. Just if you're going for the Java interview or a backend Java interview, you just go through all these concepts. Okay, these especially this serializable is most asked question in all the Java interviews. And finally, congratulations, finish the top 25 core Java questions plus the bonus. Revise, practice, and your interview ready. Comment your favorite topic and like, share, and keep learning. That's wrap. See you in the next video. But before that, if you want this PDF with a exact content to share in an interview, like a exact copy paste content to speak in an interview, comment over a Java preparation or a Java interview in the comments. As I reach 100 comments, I will share the notes over with you all. A PDF with Java questions and exact script to answer. Okay, that's wrap. Let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.